Today's Thanksgiving and my whole family is gonna be here, and so I'm really excited. Today is all about making the sides, but it would not be Thanksgiving without dessert, and of course, pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna start with my 35-calorie pumpkin pie, and you will not believe how rich and creamy and delicious these are for just 35 calories. So I'm gonna start by adding my eggs to a bowl. I'm gonna do 1 egg and 2 egg whites. And the tradition is that myself and my sister Emily create all the side dishes for Thanksgiving. And then we usually have my mom do the turkey and stuffing, and then we have people bring desserts to pass. But this is one dessert that's so easy that I always whip it up, even if people are bringing pies and other desserts, because it's something that's nice to have. It just is a 35-calorie pumpkin pie, so you can kind of walk around and almost snack on it even before the meal. And these are ones that I really find that I make even before Thanksgiving a lot of times. So you know how when the weather starts to get cold and you're just craving pumpkin? This is usually something that I like to make. So I just added to the bowl 2 egg whites, 1 whole egg, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, or you could do cottage cheese. If you do cottage cheese though, you'll want to place it in a blender to make sure that it's creamy. And then 1 can of pumpkin. And I have made this where I've roasted my own pumpkin and I did the whole thing homemade from scratch. And I'm telling you, you can't tell the difference, but I will tell you one way is easier. So I always go with the can now. All right, that looks good. And then I'm gonna add just some baking powder and baking soda. I have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of sweetener. And then what makes these have a little punch of protein, aside from the Greek yogurt, is 1/4 cup of protein powder, which is really nice. And really you can't taste it in there, but it does add a little bit of protein. So like I said, a lot of times I like to make these just in the fall time. And so it's nice almost as a snack as well as a dessert because of that protein powder. So we'll give this another stir. And then lastly, we're gonna add just a little bit of vanilla. I'll do 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and just a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now you could also do pumpkin pie spice, which is a few different spices that are blended together, and I like to do that whenever I'm making anything with pumpkin, but cinnamon is perfect and it will do the job. So we'll give this one last stir, just until it's combined. And I love all things pumpkin in the fall. In fact, I'm one of those people that starts to celebrate the fall. Yes, you can definitely celebrate the fall in September. And so just when the weather starts to get a little bit crisp in the morning, I start to think about what can I make that's pumpkin? So this is one of my go-to recipes. I like to make the entire batch, keep it in my fridge. They stay good in your fridge for about a week, and then have them throughout the week just as a snack or a dessert. And they're perfect topped with a little bit of whipped cream or a little bit of vanilla ice cream, or just as is, straight from your fridge. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven, 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. You'll wanna check them and just make sure they're set. When they come out of the oven, just let them cool completely, and then you can enjoy them right as is, or pop them in your fridge until you're ready to serve them.